Griffith Observatory is closed for some commercial or movie shoot. Welcome to Los Angeles. Hi, and welcome to the Highly Sensitive Person's Safe Space. If you're new here, I'm Shannon Solange, introvert, HSP, vegetarian, sober alcoholic. And right now I'm on the last leg of a road tripping journey, car camping in the USA. It's been about 5 weeks and it seems that I've overdone myself a little bit in the last week because I have a proper cold right now. I guess I finally reached my breaking point. So in the last leg of my trip, I was traveling with someone who has a lot more tenacity than me, and I was trying to keep up. Now I know my limits. Little tip, if you end up at a motel late at night and the air reeks of cigarette smoke and you feel like absolute crap and the AC is barely working, keep driving. Let's go explore the city of Lost Angels. It's a beautiful place, but also a very destructive place. And of course, since this is LA, there are unfortunately homeless people everywhere. They try to find a quiet spot where they won't be bothered. And of course, there are the rightfully unhappy LA riders holding their decennial strike. One afternoon, when I was looking for a camp spot for my car that I found on the HipCamp app, I ignored the road signs and found myself at some forgotten detention center. The whole area of Lake Hughes felt like a ghost town. And because I barely had any cell service here, I decided to keep going to LA instead. Sometimes you gotta trust your instincts, blindly. I had no idea there would be so many nomads car camping in Hollywood. I wonder if that was already the case when I lived here back in 2011. I don't think these construction workers were really happy with my parking spot, so I did the respectable thing and got out of their hair. I miss my family dogs. What are these guys doing anyway? The nice thing about LA is that you can escape the city by walking right next door and exploring Griffith Park. So I have arrived at the last vegan place that I will be trying out during this road trip. It's been a blast exploring all the amazing vegan foods. It's pretty amazing how far we've come in the past decade. Attempt number 2. The first place was out of everything that I wanted to order, so let's try this one. This is the most people I've seen out and about in a long time. I admit, I don't know a lot about snow, being from a Caribbean island and all. It was mesmerizing watching the snow melt away in South Lake Tahoe in this record year of late snowmelt, trickling into little streams that form rushing rivers and finally end up in the lake. But I was there with a purpose. My friend and I were scouting for a rock formation to ascend. I did not have a great time climbing that day because I was already under the weather. I just didn't know it yet. It's crazy how easily we can blame our high sensitivity, accusing ourselves of not having enough tenacity to keep up with the lot. I would have been a lot less harsh on myself had I known that I was simply unwell. There was some truly dicey hiking at Pinnacles National Park. You only see me without my backpack because I was happy to take it off for a moment for the shot. But I certainly got a good workout that day, lugging around way more weight than was necessary, in the unexpected heat of the day. My friend and I are not the best map navigators, although we did manage to find the rocks every single time in the end. And sometimes we realize they were staring us straight in the face from the beginning. Our first day climbing at this park was cancelled due to an unfortunate event. Someone had decided to use this place as their final resting place. I mean, of all the things that could prevent someone from rock climbing, this was the most unexpected. So what I learned on my trip is that I can definitely push myself a lot further than I thought. But push too far, guys, relax, it's Thursday morning. But when you're traveling alone, it's easier to stick to your limits. When you're traveling with a companion, you have to pick and choose carefully who you travel with, because you might end up making too many compromises, and then your body might break down. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I love it when I get feedback from you guys, when you share your stories and experiences as well. As a community, we can learn so much from each other. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until the next one. That's not comfortable. Yoga mat. That's better. This is a busy street. Damn it.